Good morning and welcome to our daily devotion. As you can tell, I am not at home yet. I am actually still in Myrtle Beach. Yesterday was my Grandma Jane's funeral, and it was a beautiful service. And the pastor talked about a couple of things. My grandma, she was a real spitfire, but she loved life. And but he used this verse, and it was real comforting to know because it is so true, and it's something that we all must remember. And it's from Corinthians 5:8, and it's actually 2 Corinthians 5:8, and it says, "We are confident, yes, well pleased, that we would rather be absent from the body and present with the Lord." And that is true. We want to be present with the Lord, and it gives us confidence to know that our bodies may wear out and we may get tired, and we just want to go home. And when these bodies give out, our soul was absent from this body. We are no longer here. My grandmother, they laid her out. My grandmother, they laid her out in the casket, and people could go up and say goodbye, but they weren't saying goodbye to my grandmother. They were saying goodbye to an empty shell, because my grandma was in heaven with the Lord. Because the moment she took her last breath, her soul left her body. And there were angels there waiting to take her to heaven. And she went to heaven to be with the Lord. And that gives us great encouragement for all of us. Although we may be sad here on earth, we're confident to know that we will be with the Lord. The other day, my friend Chrissy, who all of us knows Chris Brown, she sent me a little text, and it was actually from, they read it in a lot of times at Jewish, with Jewish services and things, and funerals, but I thought it was really nice, and I wanted to read this to you because this is something else the pastor talked about today. He talked about love, and how she loved life, and how she loved others, and how love made her life worthwhile. And so there was a poem as an epitaph, and it was by Merritt Malloy, and it says, "When I die, give what's left of me away to children and old men that wait to die. And if you need to cry, cry for your brother walking the street beside you. And when you need me, put your arms around anyone and give them what you need to give me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people I've known or loved, and if you cannot give me away, at least let me live in your eyes and not in your mind. You can love me most by letting hands touch hands, by letting bodies touch bodies, and by letting go of children that need to be free. Love doesn't die, people do. So when all that's left in me is love, give me away." I just thought that was so beautiful. And while I said, it's read mostly in Jewish ceremonies and stuff, it applies to everybody, because love is the most important thing that we can give to anybody. And I think that we need most of this. And I think when I die, that's the legacy I would like to leave, is love. Love for those among us that need love. A hug from a stranger who might need encouragement, or just a kind word to somebody. My grandma left that legacy. She left a legacy of love. We sat yesterday, and we talked, and we reminisced, and we laughed and over things that she left. And the most common thing that we all talked about was the love that she had for us and the love that we had for her. So today, my friends, I wish for you nothing but love and happiness and peace. And know this, that we will one day be absent from this body and present with the Lord. And I hope that gives you great encouragement to know that that's a promise that God gives us. And we should not be afraid of death, but look forward to the day that we can spend in our loving Father's arms, being loved and healed and encouraged. Thank you so much for joining me for our daily devotion today. I will see you all tomorrow in Rock Hill. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.